Hey guys, I need your help today. About a month or so ago, I created a video about the Michael Jordan True Rookie Card, whether it be the Fleer or the Star. Now, since then, I've been hearing some things and I'm wanting to know if I'm either off my rocker or I'm onto something or I'm maybe taking things out of context. Either way, I want to run it past you and you can help me decide. You ready? Then let's do it. Hello and welcome, rookie card collectors. Victor, the rookie card specialist here. And today I'm going to be doing a reaction video on a couple of YouTubers. It's some videos presented by Jeff Wilson from Sports Card Investor and Jeremy Lee from Sports Card Live. Now, let me set this disclaimer straight up right from the beginning. I will not be disrespecting these content creators in any way, shape, or form. I am a big fan of both of their channels, and from one content creator to another, I feel that there should always be a mutual respect, whether we disagree or agree on certain topics. I am just wanting to share with you some of my reactions on some of the things that I feel is happening within the hobby, some things that I've noticed, but I'm really wanting to get your input on the subject matter. So we're going to be looking at some video clips, and I'll be honest with you, at first when I watched them, to me, it shocked me. And it really almost took me into like a grieving process because I couldn't believe what I was seeing and what I was hearing. And it really took me to, where I was shocked. And then I was like in denial. I was literally like, oh no, he didn't, oh no, they didn't type of thing. And it led me to become angry about it actually. And I'm like, am I out of order here for being angry? And then I started bargaining with myself. And that's just kind of where I'm wanting to reach out to you, my community, my viewers. By the way, welcome to those of you who are new to the channel. And so I'm wanting to get some of your input to see if what I'm seeing is correct or incorrect. So let's get started. I'm going to show you the very first clip that I'm going to show you is between Nat Turner and Jeff Wilson on the subject matter of Michael Jordan's True Rookie Card.
Another thing that PSA did recently that made some news was starting to accept the Star Jordans for grading for the first time, right? And you came out and said that that is Michael Jordan's True Rookie Card. Tell me about this. Why do you feel that way?
I mean, it's the first one. I mean, I'm a Beckett kid. I mean, I grew up with Beckett magazines. Okay. I remember it saying XRC.
Yep.
The LeBron 02 Finest is an XRC as well. I mean, you have examples of XRCs. I am not a purist 50s, 60s set collector, who's been doing this 70 years, who believes in True Rookie. I just think it's his first rookie card. I can debate with Ken Golden about this probably all day long.
Okay, let me stop it here. A couple of things that hit me right off the bat was his idea or his mindset of what purists are. He's basically has a belief in his head that anybody who is a purist collector is some 70-year-old who collects sets between 1950 through the 1960s. That's really what a purist is. Well, I got news for you. That is not the case. And I have plenty of friends, plenty of subscribers who fall between the ages of 35 and 55. Like, in actuality, the majority of my viewership are men between the ages of 35 and 55. And there's a lot of people who agree with the purist tradition. Now, I don't collect 50s and 60s sets, and I'm not 70 years old. So that mindset, I believe, is part of the problem, that we believe that if you have a desire to see rookie cards structured, you're some old fogey who doesn't matter anymore. I actually, about a year ago, and I'm gonna leave the podcast nameless just for the sake of argument, but a very prominent podcaster said on his podcast, on the topic of rookie cards that he wishes these purist collectors would just go ahead and die already. That was his exact verbatim words. I couldn't believe what I heard. But there is this mindset that purist collectors are old people, and that's just simply not the case. And so that's the first thing that really shocked me when I heard this. It was borderline offensive, but I got skin like a catcher's mitt, so it didn't bother me all that much. The second thing that I noticed here in this opening statement was that he said he can argue with Ken Golden about this at all the time at length. So what I'm getting out of that is Ken Golden doesn't agree that this 84 star is the true rookie card. I could be right. I could be wrong. I would love to hear Ken Golden's take on this subject, but let's move on. I'm going to try to limit the stopping of the video, but let's listen to the rest of it.
XRCs are true rookie cards to me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a nationally distributed product. It was licensed, so I believe. Yeah, they may have sold it out of their garage, but it's a true rookie card in my opinion.
Okay.
Mantle, 51 Bowman, 52 Topps.
Sure.
I think that's the beauty of cards, though, is there can be debate and opinions as to what is the true rookie, as an example. But yeah.
Now that PSA has opened up accepting these cards for submission, do you think it has brought more legitimacy to them?
That's a good question. I don't own one. I used to. I have a team bag seal, but I'm not going to unseal and get the Jordans on the top. But I have some BGS ones. They're beautiful cards. I think it's just more options for collectors. A lot of collectors prefer PSA. Some people prefer Beckett or SGC. It's fine. I think it's just more options for the card. We're certainly seeing a lot of crossovers come in, or hopeful crossovers. I think there's a lot of fear of the counterfeits, the Type 2s, the reprints. It's a bigger issue with the later years, 85, 86, and after, as opposed to 84, 85. But I think it helps that we're getting into it and saying, hey, we have confidence in grading these 84, 85 sets. That is the most important set. Jordan's 101's in there. But yeah, I think it's just another option.
Okay. Great take on there. A little bit of commentary on the second half of this video. There's a couple of things that stood out to me. And that was, he said that it is an XRC to me. And I like that he did that. He basically said, hey, listen, this is just my opinion. And he is right. He is entitled to his opinion. But the next part, the very next statement is what caught me. Says, the XRCs are rookie cards to me. Yeah, but. Okay. Yeah, but. And that's where I get a little hung up on the yeah, but. Okay, because we all got big butts. But here's the thing. When we're identifying rookie cards, and I've said this before in prior videos, it's one of them things where when we're trying to figure out if a card is a true rookie card or not, it has to qualify in every area of the guidelines. It can't be, well, it fits in 8 of the guidelines, but in these 2, it doesn't. If it doesn't fit the entirety of the guidelines, then it's disqualified as being a true rookie card. So in the area of distribution is a very big deal. So we can't say, yeah, but, and toss it aside like it doesn't matter, because it does matter. Okay. And then lastly, we talk about, the crossovers and they're hoping to get so many. And I looked it up last night, and last night was August 20th. Okay. As of last night, August 20th, 2022, at around 10 p.m. is when I checked it. There were only 28 Star 101 Jordan cards graded. Now, it had 9 total for many years up until last month. And when they made the announcement, they've only graded 19 copies. Now, I would think that with a card that is worth over $5,000, it's going to go on the Super Express submission, which is $300 with a estimated guaranteed return in 7 days. So in 5 weeks, we have only graded 19 of these cards. So I don't know if there's going to be a big swarm of these cards coming to PSA. Some people, they might be lost. Some people might have them, they're afraid to cross them over in the event that they're in a BGS slab and they actually turn out to be fake. There might be just some people that are thinking, hey, I'm happy with it sitting in a BGS slab. So, I don't care what PSA is doing. So, I find it very ironic that in a 5-week period, we've only graded 19. Anyways, let's move on to the second piece of content. And I'm going to try not to stop it so much, but you know how it is.
Recently, because PSA started grading them, right?
Correct, yeah.
This is a PSA 8.
Yep.
And the guy who's trying to sell it to me is trying to convince me that he thinks that this in a PSA 8 is going to be worth more than the 86 Fleer Jordan in a PSA 10 within 12 months. What do you say to this?
No way.
No way. Okay, so you don't think that's going to catch up, but you think this is worth 150,000?
So I equate the prices of a BGS 9 and a PSA 8 as being similar, and a BGS 9 is about $1.50.
Okay, because he's offered to sell this to me for 100.
Yeah, it might be a buy.
Might be a buy at 100.
Can I see it?
Yeah, sure. It's not a buy for you now, Rick. It's a buy for me.
You could flip it to me.
I can flip it to you.
Yeah.
Okay. So you would pay more than $100,000 for that card right now.
I mean, you're serious about buying one?
I am serious about buying one because I own several of the 86 Fleers, but I don't own any of the stars.
So the pop count on the...
Look at, you notice, I don't know if you noticed, but notice the audience starting to form around these guys. This is a pretty intriguing conversation for a lot of people, myself included. This is really good stuff here.
9.5s is 3.
Okay, so there's only 3-star 9.5s.
There's 3-star 9.5s.
Okay.
All of them have issues, and
so none of them will get a 10.
Not for sure. None of them.
So you don't think there will ever be a PSA 10 of the star?
I will bet that.
Okay.
That there will never be. Now,
so the best there will ever be is a 9, and there could be a few of them,
and there's
but not
70 or 71 BGS 9s.
Okay.
So basically, I think once the market settles in on this, an 8 or an 8.5 will be highest graded on this card.
Can I see some of the 9s?
Yeah.
Are they over here?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, if anything, I would say that this 8 slightly sharper than that 9. What were they before the PSA news?
They were under 100,000.
But then the PSA news has bolstered them up.
Yeah.
All right, I appreciate the advice.
But corner-wise, it's better than my 9s.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank
and there's
you.
only 70 of them.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
where's the pop going to be?
Yeah.
This is Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
So
I like it. Before we go, I got one question I got to ask you guys.
I'll take that.
I need to get your opinion. A guy has offered to sell me this 84-star Michael Jordan PSA 8 card. What is your opinion on the star Michael Jordan? Is this an actual rookie? Is this...
Have you heard of Michael Jordan? First question.
You know we've talked about, I asked you that same question.
I'll be honest,
this a rookie
here's
card?
the thing. Same material, same printer, done 2 years later some of these things without the license, right? The guy just kept doing it. What's the difference? I don't know. I know people disagree. It's counterfeit. It shouldn't have been done. Who cares?
And I think the issue is that the other Jordan is so ingrained in people's mind as like
most iconic card of all time.
Exactly. So I think that is where you'll see this go up in value. In my opinion, it'll never reach the same heights as the other Fleer.
It's gonna be interesting to watch. Thanks for your opinion. I gotta make a decision today if I'm gonna buy this or not. So,
I mean,
just know if it's the wrong decision, it's your fault. If it was the right decision,
we get a cut.
I made a really smart decision.
Okay.
Just know that.
We all heard that.
Okay, so in this clip, there's a first, Mike Gio from Sports Card Nonsense absolutely loved that podcast, but just some of the reactions there, like, who cares? Does it matter? Does it really matter? It's like, oh my goodness. But what I wanted you to notice with the conversation with Rick Probstein, I don't know if you caught it there or not, but in the middle of all that dialogue, he made mention that with the PSA announcement, there was a spike. And then he gave some like before and after prices. And so listen to what he's saying there. Okay. And I don't, there's a lot of people who have dumped a lot of money into the hobby in the last year. They bought some really big cards. And now today they're kind of scratching their heads because these cards have taken a big loss. And the same thing is happening yet again. We are paying a premium now. We're paying we're paying $100,000 for something that has not been going for half that much over the decades. And now there's this hype, right, that is spiking the prices. You saw Jeff and Rick there admit that with the PSA news, there has been a spike. So now is not the time to be buying this card because there's a spike. And so what we're doing is, it doesn't seem like we have learned a lesson. Now is not the time to be buying this card. And what we have is a spike caused by hype is my point. And we've got to come to grips with what's going on here, folks. And so the other thing that I really wanted to take away from this segment is, he's making his rounds. He's going to all the industry, the corporate people who can give him some feedback, and we're getting the word out. And we're prancing around, toting this card around and showing this card off and asking for people's opinions and that sort of thing. And what that is doing is actually generating hype. Yes, it's exciting to watch. Yes, it's entertaining to watch. But we've got to be let's just wise up. And I believe the hobby is wising up. I believe that's how come card values are finding a more stable market values. And so that's my takeaways here on this segment was the admission of the PSA news causing a spike, which actually is hype. And then we're making the rounds, causing news and excitement with certain influencers and certain people to really generate excitement and buzz about this card. And so I don't know, to me, it's just something just doesn't sit right with me. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope that this is not the case. But when you're on the outside looking in and you're seeing these tactics happen, it's just, wow. Next, I want to show you a third clip. Check this one out.
Jealous of this one. So he just made a deal for this at another table over there. I'm jealous of him making a deal on this one, man. That's LeBron's very first NBA card, because this was his finest from 2002. This was a redemption. You had to send in the redemption. So this is actually his first NBA card from when he was drafted. And to have that card, it's just a base card, but the fact that it is a black label 10 makes it extremely rare. Population of only 6 of these that exist. That makes it really special. It's one I would love for my collection.
So here we have, a couple things. An XRC, a redemption. Redemptions, as you know, or may not know, but redemption cards have never been given a true rookie card designation. They don't qualify because of their distribution method. And so now what I want you to understand is that very first clip that I showed you with Nat Turner and Jeff Wilson, in the middle of that 3-minute excerpt that I showed you, right in the middle of it, Nat Turner said this.
The LeBron 02 finest is an XRC as well. The LeBron 02 finest is an XRC as well.
The LeBron 02 finest is an XRC as well.
The LeBron 02 finest is an XRC as well.
Now, you notice what happened here? Because Nat Turner made that little statement in that interview, what did he do 2 days later? He went out and started shopping for the LeBron James XRC. And it's all a part of generating this XRC hype. Just very ironic how the XRC hype machine is revving at full throttle. Now, Shifting gears, I want to show you and a video clip with Sports Cards Live, Jeremy Lee, good friend. I consider Jeremy a friend. Love his channel. Love what he does. He's a great guy. Him and I have a lot of rapport for one another, mutual respect, I guess you can say. But he's interviewing Brian Gray, and this interview is. Let me just show you.
Your thoughts on the Star Jordan card and its status as the true rookie card, or is the 86 Fleer still the true rookie card?
I can sum it up in one sentence. I'm looking to buy 51 Bowman Mickey Mantle because I think people have missed. Again, I think this is a mispricing in the marketplace. That card in a PSA 10 will be a very hard card to acquire. Very hard.
So what are you saying? What are you saying?
I think Star Jordan, either the Star Jordan is way underpriced or the 86 Fleer is massively overpriced.
But what about the status as rookie card?
I think that card was licensed by the NBA. It was the only reason it's not a rookie card is because Beckett doesn't consider it widely distributed.
Yeah.
Because the rule is for Beckett, because again, I've been around a long time. I'm here in Dallas. We talk about this between me and Beckett over the years many times. It's got to be, for them, rookie cards are, and I don't even think it has to be licensed. See, there's a question about licensing now. That's changed.
Brian, hold on. Let me jump in. Let the Beckett definition of a rookie card, I think, needs to be edited or adjusted. It was written in the 80s. The whole hobby, the structure of sets have changed.
Everything.
There weren't parallels. There weren't inserts back then. I mean, there were some, but right, it's all changed.
Okay. All right. So the structure of the rookie card has changed. It has changed and evolved over the decades. Now, there were many other guidelines back then, but they're obsolete. They no longer carry any weight. But the ones that do remain still to this day carry hobby weight. Must be pack pulled, must be nationally distributed, and the basic rules of a rookie card, right? Those are still in place, must come from a base set and not an insert card or a subset card. And so it has his cry that the rookie card, that Beckett's rules have to change because they're outdated. They have changed over the course of years. And then in 2005, there have been some rookie card guidelines in place by the Players Association. So it kind of limited or gave some guidance to Beckett as far as that is concerned. Now, this other stuff that Brian is talking about, you'll see. Let's just play the rest of it.
Just yes or no. Is the 86 Fleer the true rookie card?
Let's listen to the pressure. Listen to the pressure that he puts Brian Gray. Never all this other not. Is it the rookie card?
To me, no. I think 84, 85 Star was the first licensed card of the player. To me, there's no question there. The question is, can a Leaf card be a rookie card when it's not licensed? That's a better question because then there's some ambiguity. This was licensed. This was available nationwide, just no one wanted it.
So if you think that the 84 Star is the true rookie card, then the 86 Fleer simply isn't. It's just his first Fleer card.
Theoretically, yes.
All right. What we see here, listen. Brian Gray has to back up his friend Jeremy Lee, right? So here's the thing with what Brian Gray is saying here, and here's what I see. I see we're going with, right, whichever way the wind is blowing today, that's the direction we're going to blow. That's the direction we're going to bend. It's kind of like a palm tree during a hurricane, right? The roots of a palm tree go so deep and it's made of such strong wood that when a hurricane comes, it can bend like all the way down to the ground, and it's very flexible. And it'll bend whichever way the wind is blowing is where the palm tree is going to go. And that's kind of what I see here with this conversation that's going on here. Brian Gray, to me, had a difficult time answering the question, but he took the politically correct route and backed up his friend here because he probably knows Jeremy Lee's view on it. And so that's what we have here. Pressure on Brian Gray, but let's listen to the rest of this because this is just gold.
And I think that should be the philosophy out there, but it's not. And the problem is, it's like prohibition. Once people have this certain way of doing and thinking about things, it's very hard to change how they think about things or their habits. You can't take away alcohol once you give it to them. And I think once people accept that as his rookie card, it's like 52 tops. That has never been his rookie card. Yet people still act like 52 tops Mantl's a rookie, 51 Bowman Mantle, or 51 Bowman Mays. Should be a very highly desirable card. That's also on my list because these are real rookie cards and people are stupid. They just call cards rookie cards that aren't. And I think that's a piece of there's some inefficiencies that are created by that.
All right.
And if PSA starts grading all-star, you're going to see a whole new world. The way people view those cards could be completely different. Do you think an 86 Fleer is the rookie card?
Oh, I love it. I love it. Notice what he did here. Notice what Brian Gray did here. He turned the tables. He turned the tables on Jeremy Lee and asked him which one he thought was the rookie card. And listen to this response.
You know what my position is now is that I don't care. I think they're both very important cards. I have an 86 Fleer. I don't have a Star 101. I'd love to have a Star 101. I think it's a very important card and it would complement the other one. I don't care anymore, which is the actual rookie card, but people still want to talk about it. And your opinion was asked for. So I'm happy to put a few.
Yeah, I'm with you though. I don't think it matters. We buy cards based on what we think of. 92 Stadium High Brett Favre has always been better than 91 Stadium Brett Favre.
Oh,
right.
92 Bowman Chipper is better than 91 Bowman Chipper. Does it matter which one's a rookie card? Does it really matter? People buy and sell cards. It doesn't matter.
Oh, man. That is so good. I love it. So to me here, guys, here's kind of some thoughts that I've been having and that I've been bargaining with myself on all of this. But this really gives off an aroma of elitism to me. And that is where there is a select or a favored group of people that they have a desire to get the most rare, the most scarce, the most exclusive cards that the hobby can produce. Now, and here's let me show you the definition of elitism. This is pretty interesting here. It is a group of persons exercising the major share of authority or influence within a large group. Let me reread that in case I jacked it up. A group of persons exercising the major share of authority or influence within a larger group. There is a segment, and here's the part that we have to come to terms with, or come to grips with. There is a segment of the hobby. There are certain hobbyists, although they are very small in numbered compared to everybody else, but they are a select group that are elitist. They have the means and they have the desire to acquire the unique. And so here's, I think, where we have to, as collectors, as people who are more towards the low to mid-range type of stuff, we have to come to terms that there's another segment of the hobby that is high end, and we have to learn how to be okay with that. Well, and let me rephrase that. Time out here. Time out, because I don't want backlash on what I just said here. Let me rephrase it this way. I need to come, okay, myself and I is the only person I'm speaking of, but I have to come to grips that there is a segment of the hobby that is high end, that desire the high end. And so the quicker I adjust and accept that, the quicker I can move on, and these types of things don't bother me as much. The hype machine in full throttle won't bother me as much, because I've come to acceptance that there is a niche for that type of content, or for those types of cards. Also, does it matter? I think that was kind of the theme here. We heard that a couple of times throughout the videos that I showed you. And does it matter? Who cares? Is it really that important? My friend, are you going to go buy a house and just get any old house? It doesn't matter. Just get a house. Why does it matter? Why you got to look for all these things that you got to, just buy a house? Really? How about you just go buy a car? Never mind how many miles it's got, or how it looks, or what kind of condition it's in. It's just a car. It doesn't matter. It's just a car on wheels to take you from point A to point B. Why does it matter? You guys, it matters because we're talking about assets here that are upwards of $100,000. And so it does matter. Not only that, we're talking about perhaps the most important card in the hobby, the most desired, the most expensive, the most recognizable card in the entire hobby is the rookie card. So how can we cast that identifier off and say it doesn't matter? It most definitely indeed matters. And here's another thing. It seems to me, I'm getting a vibe that the industry doesn't want us to have structure to the rookie card. They want us to accept and adopt that who cares mentality, because they're going to create more revenue by having 2,870 cards, all of them plastered with rookie card. And so that is going to be more beneficial monetarily if everything is considered a rookie card. And so if we start putting identifiers and start splitting up certain genres and creating certain genres of rookie cards, well, then now that might take away from revenue. And so there is this kind of like this suppression, this dumbing us down, because the rookie card is so difficult to understand. Let's just throw all them rules out the window and the hell with it. We don't have to learn anything. Let's just take the easy route. A better question would be, does the hype matter? Because that's what this is here. I am seeing nothing but a hype train being coming through, and it's more of the same. And it's hype, pump, sell, rinse and repeat. Now, some of this, and in closing here, I'm going to wrap this up here. Some of this, I feel like it's indicative of what our society is today. And there's this concept that if I don't agree with something, I don't have to follow it. There's this concept that if I don't agree with it, there's some folks today that want to rewrite the Constitution of the United States. And I don't want to get political here, but these are facts. And this is kind of the societal standards that we're up against. And so if you don't agree with the Constitution of the United States, then we can get on our soapbox and we can demand that you change or you rewrite certain portions of the Constitution. And a litany of other political issues we want to change, and we want to rewrite and redo things that are perhaps even sacred. And that to me is crazy. And there's this element of elitism that we think that we're entitled to rewrite the rules of the rookie card. Well, newsflash, you don't have the authority to change the rules of the rookie card. Now, I don't have it either. Brian Gray don't have it. Jeff Wilson don't have it. And dare I say, not even Nat Turner has the authority to change the rules of the rookie card. The rules have to be changed within the legal authority in the space, which would be the Players Association. Now, I wish now the Players Association, instead of reinventing the wheel, let's listen to what the hobby has declared. Let's merge the two instead of separating the two. And so this is kind of where things are at. This is kind of where my head's at. And I hope I'm all for people wanting rare stuff and scarce stuff and the most rarest of the rare and all of that stuff. I'm all for that, man. Hey, I can't afford it, but I'm not against those who can. And go for it, man. Collect them rare 84 Jordan Star 101. Try to get you a 8 or a 9. Try to get a 10. I don't care. But here's what I do care about is when you try to say that it's wrong. That, to me, when you say that the Star is the true rookie card, I think you've crossed the line. I think we should, again, respect tradition, respect the decisions that were made in the past, to respect the decision of where the hobby is. And I even created a poll, and I meant to show it to you here, but I created a poll on YouTube, even, what do you consider the Star or the Fleer? And, it was about a 3-1 vote. Most people still view the 86 Fleer as the rookie card, as they should, because that's what has been ingrained into our hearts and minds over the decades. Now, for me to say and come back and try to rewrite that and undo all that and unravel that and say that they got it wrong, to me is shaky ground. And I don't think we should go there. And I've said that before, and I'll still stand strong on that statement. Now, we can have a working knowledge of what happened, right? An understanding of the past and the present. We can make it all part of the storyline, right? But to say that that's wrong is wrong. Well, listen, guys, that's going to be it for this video. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hearing my thoughts. So help me out here. What am I reading too much into it? I probably am. Or am I on target? Or maybe I'm off my rocker. And whatever, let me know in the comments down below your opinion on that. With that said, guys, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you, and I will catch you on the next one.